We're making stuffing. Today we are making our favorite stuffing recipe. It's super simple, lots of butter, lots of herbs. It's perfect for your Friendsgiving, your Thanksgiving, or maybe you just want to eat stuffing, and that's okay. We've got cubed bread that we've dried. You can also use stale bread, but since we didn't have any, we just popped this bread on a couple of baking sheets and we popped it in a 200-degree oven for like 20 minutes and it dried them right out. You can use pretty much any type of bread you like. I chose sourdough because I think it adds a really interesting dimension to stuffing. Since you've got a lot of heavy ingredients, you've got a whole stick of butter, I feel like the sourness from the sourdough kind of breaks that up and almost gives it a little bit of brightness. We've got celery and onions as the base. We have parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, just like the Simon and Garfunkel song. And we've got some garlic. The last couple ingredients are sort of our binders for the stuffing, and that's chicken broth, low sodium. The advantage of using low sodium chicken broth is that you can control the amount of salt. So remember, you can always add more salt, but taking it away is a lot harder. And then we've got eggs. Not unlike many great recipes, our stuffing recipe starts with a whole stick of butter. I know that sounds crazy, but that is truly what makes the stuffing so good. Butter is more than just fat, it's also flavor. And that's why we're going with one whole stick. Butter, our onions, and our celery. We're gonna cook this down until these veggies start to lose some of their moisture, become a little more tender, and the onions will get a little translucent, and then we can add our herbs. But if you wanted to take it a step further and make a sausage stuffing, before you add your veggies, you would add roughly a pound of sausage and just get that browned before adding the veggies and the aromatics. I'm adding 2 chopped garlic cloves, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And we're just gonna cook these a minute or 2 until they start getting fragrant. And I'm gonna season with some salt and pepper. It smells like Thanksgiving. We can just turn off the heat, and I'm gonna stir in my parsley. It smells so good. So we've got 2 eggs. If you wanna make this stuffing vegetarian, you could use veggie broth instead. It would be delicious. So we're just gonna combine our 3 elements together: our stale bread, our buttery, delicious veg, and our broth. So now I'm just gonna give this a good stir so the bread gets totally coated in this super yummy veggie mixture. The bread is already starting to soak up a lot of that broth and egg mixture, which is what we want. That'll give us that nice custardy, fluffy center. We're just gonna butter the inside of the baking dish. More butter, always better, obviously. Just totally flatten it out. You want everything to sort of be tight and touching, or else you'll get some really dry bits on top. I'm gonna add a little more salt on top, give it a last hit of seasoning before it goes in. So this stuffing is going in the oven for an entire hour, and we don't want the top to get too dried out and burnt, so we're gonna cover it with foil for the first 45 minutes just to protect the top layer, and then we'll remove it 15 minutes before we take it out of the oven so that we can get a nice little color on top. This is going in the oven for 1 hour at 350 degrees. So I'm gonna take our stuffing out and just remove the foil. Ooh, steamy. It's definitely looking good, but we want that crispy top, so popping her back in. 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll have delicious stuffing. All right, the moment I've been waiting for. Let's try it. Tasting all the herbs. It's crunchy, it's soft, it's everything you want in a stuffing, and more. It's so good. Let me know in the comments if you have any special tricks for your stuffing. I'd love to hear them.